Guys, Wolfie here. Today's video is about starting medieval dynasty or starting strategy, what I did and how I would go about it. So, first things first, making money. If you don't have a lot of money when you're starting, you're gonna have to run, you know, from time to time to make more money from village to village. So what I did was, and this is just one-time process that I followed. What I did was I created some money and then saved the game uh, with a name of like a head start, right? So see here, this is the head start. So in this game, I have nothing right now. No colony, no workers, no people, and it's only me. So it's easier to survive when you're alone. You don't have to feed mouths. So what I did was I created a lot of stone knives for a whole season. If you can see, it's like spring now. And in the previous season, what I did was I do a 4 day season, and all those 4 days and 2 days from this season, I only made money, and I built knives, stone knives, and I think in start that's one of the only effective things that can make you money faster. So I made a lot of stone knives, and made a lot of money from that. And if you can see, uh, this is what I have right now, 4,700. And on top of that, I have some useful stuff as well. I have this is stolen bow, that I can use for hunting or surviving. And then first things, the most important things that I think in the game, when you start, are the backpack, the large pouch, and a large backpack. This is important because you have to carry a lot of stuff and gives you a decent amount of carrying weight. So this would be my starting strategy. So what I did was I got this stuff, I got this money, and I saved my game as a head start. So whenever I'm gonna start the game from scratch, next time I'm just gonna load this game because I have no colony. So it's just like a new game. I did not do any quests or whatsoever. It's basically, as good as new game right now. The other thing I wanted to discuss was initial inventory. Uh, yeah, that's what I just showed you. That's the backpack, the pouch, a torch maybe, arrows. Arrows are important. I had to buy them, so yeah, I have like 50 arrows right now, and a bow. If you want to steal one, you can go to Tutki here, and in this building, uh, this is the hunter's shed, and in this building, you will find yourself a bow. You'll have to steal it, so be careful. Try to, stay hidden when you're doing it. Now, starting location. My advice when you're starting a village would be to choose a location which is accessible from different sides. If you want to go up north, if you want to go up northwest, if you want to go down south, it should be accessible to roads, preferably where you can move in a lot of directions. For example, this is one of my ideal locations. What I think I did a whole separate video on this. So this is my ideal location. What I like about it is accessible from all sides. And it's in kind of in the middle of all these cities. Uh, the disadvantage is it's a bit far from Gustavia. That's a disadvantage because you have a lot of story quests coming in from Gustavia, and you have to go there from time to time. And the first buildings, in terms of first buildings that you should make, what I would recommend is creating a hunting lodge, so your people can, you can feed your people. The hunter can provide meat, so people are well fed. And the second building would be woodshed. I would prefer two woodsheds because I collect a lot of logs and I make a lot of planks. Initially, when you don't want to be farming a lot of stone knives, that gets annoying at a point and you get tired of it. So what you can do is you can make two woodsheds, employ two or maybe four people in them, and make logs and planks. What you can do from planks is you can uh, build, let's see, what's it called? The wooden vial, I think. Yeah, wooden vial. So one plank gives you 10 wooden vial, and one wooden vial sells for like 3 gold. So it's like if you're making 100 planks, 100 planks, you get um, around 1,000 wooden vials, and those sell for like 3,000 gold. So these buildings should be your first priority, the woodsheds and the workshop. So in woodsheds, you can create planks, and in workshops, you can create the vials out of those planks. Next thing for the starting strategy would be the mount. So right now, I don't have a mount, and let me see if I have the technology yet. But this should be your priority. Uh, it comes with farming, so you have to start the city first, obviously, and the donkey shelter gives you the first mount. You can have a donkey, it has its own inventory, it has a capacity of like 80, 85 kgs, depending on your skills. Um, and yeah, mount should be your next priority after once your, make money making strategy is working. And then making more money once you have a city set up, making more money through um, alchemy, excavation, and workshop. This is a combination, not individual. So in alchemy, what you do is you gather some kind of plant. For example, daisy. Uh, you gather daisy, and you can gather. Yeah, daisy would be it for making money only. What potions do you want? That's your preference, but I think any specific flower would help because if you can see here in technology, let's see, where is it? Where is it? Okay, herbalist hut. So this is the second building. It unlocks easily. What you can do is you can create um, in herbalist hut. You can collect daisy, and then in workshop, where's workshop? Okay, so in workshop you can make a clay vial, and that's in workshop too. So if you can see by 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 this point, I have the workshop 2 unlocked. So you can see there's a clay vase that you have to make. So Daisy from the Herbalist Hut and clay vase from um, the workshop 2. And you unlock the recipe and you start making them. So one vase with a flower, any flower, sells for like 60 gold, and you can do this very fast because if you see with the alt key I can see the flowers, right? So I can see, you see daisies here, so I can just collect them. So it's easier to collect. You can spot them, you can collect them, and I think this comes with a skill as well. That's a skill or not, I don't know, but alt key, with alt key I can spot uh, consuming my stamina but spotting the flowers. So I can collect daisies and I can put them in vase on the workshop and I can sell them. So that's one of the good strategy for making money. And then later on in the game, my top priority is to make fields. I prefer 3 fields, and on all 3 fields, whenever a year starts, what I do is I plant flax, and as many flax seeds as possible, I plant them, and I sell them because they're one season plants. So if you plant in summer, in spring they'll be ready, and you can harvest them and you can sell them, and that gives you a huge amount of gold. So yeah, this would be it for starting strategy. I hope you liked the video. Hit the like button if you like it, and hit the subscribe if you loved it. Thank you.